Gordon, no big surprise that China is critical, but do you think Beijing will do anything about it, and what could they do?
No, I don't think they'll do anything about it, at least in our hemisphere. They don't have the power to project, neither do their good friends, the Russians. But what Beijing can do is it can create a diversion in East Asia. So, for instance, we've seen increased pressure against both Japan and the Philippines. Pressure against Taiwan is always high. And we shouldn't forget that China has a lot of agents, operatives, and soldiers in our country, and they can do a lot of damage if they get the go signal. So there's a lot of things that are on the menu for Beijing, but I don't think that they're going to employ any of these, at least in the next week or so.
All right, next one for you. China apparently has replaced some top military brass that oversee Beijing and Taiwan operations. Why do you think Xi is purging his top military guys?
Well, it may not be Xi Jinping is doing the purging. Over the last year and a half, we have seen a lot of evidence that he does not necessarily control the Chinese military. I think his influence has been diminished. That's especially because we've been seeing in military propaganda organs all of these praises of collective leadership, quote unquote. And that's a direct slap at Xi Jinping. And we've seen a lot of Xi Jinping's loyalists being canned, including his #1 loyalist, General Hu Weidong, who has not been seen in public since March 11th. So we just don't know who is doing the firing here. But we do know the military is in turmoil, which means it's not particularly capable right now. It can do a lot of low-level provocations, as we just talked about, but major operations, I think, are beyond the ability of the Chinese military at the moment because of the leadership turmoil.
That's really interesting, especially in light of the fact that China has reportedly moved more than 100 intercontinental ballistic missiles into silos near Mongolia. Any idea on why the buildup and what they could possibly be preparing for?
Well, those missile silos are the ones that are closest to the United States. So really what they are doing is they are holding us hostage. What is important, though, is they built about 360 silos, and they only filled about 100 of them. And the question is, we probably expected for them to have filled a lot more of those silos. I think money's getting a little bit tight in the Chinese military right now. So their build out is slower than was expected maybe a year or two ago.
How is China doing economically, Gordon?
The Rhodium Group says, and they're not growing at the high fours pace, that they say basically 2 to 3% this year. If you look at underlying indicators, you can also make the case for contraction, especially when you start to see things like fixed asset investment are negative for the first 10 months. That's really, really surprising. Plus, we're seeing a lot of other negative data, especially price information, CPI, PPI. So I think the Chinese economy is about zero. No one really knows, and I don't think even the Chinese themselves know. But when you look at the underlying stuff, this is a zero flatlined economy.
Very quickly, I just want to circle back to what you were saying about President Xi. I mean, could he be out the door, and could that happen sooner than we might expect? What do you think's going on behind the curtain?
There's a lot of turmoil. I think that he reconstituted himself among civilian officials this year, but I think he also has an incentive to increase tension, so to prevent other Communist Party leaders from challenging him. This is a very consequential moment for not only China, but for its neighbors and the United States.
Always fascinating stuff. And Gordon, we appreciate your expertise, and Merry Christmas to you.
Happy Christmas, Ash, and thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.